Hi, my name is Nishchalkesarwani. I'm the founder of Chattodo. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate our chat and productivity app Chattodo. So on the right hand side is my phone, on the left hand side is another user's phone. Let me go back to the regular chat screen corresponding to the kind of regular user screen, you may say, corresponding to the user list that you see on WhatsApp. Here is the user list that I see on Chattodo. These are the users I collaborate with. Now let's take one user called Soni Kesavani. Let me write a message to her. Hi, I am now demonstrating Chattodo. You see, she has a message. Now she'll say, okay, I got a message. Now let's say she wanted to assign this as a to-do to me. Here is the message I sent to her. Now let's say she has to assign this as a to-do to me. She'll just go and long press this and she'll say assign to Nishchal. Did you notice that it has become orange for me and black for her? Now let's say she wanted to say I have to do XYZ, and if she wanted to make this her to do, this is a chat message she has sent to me, but now if she wants to make it her to do, she'll just touch it. She'll touch this chat icon and this will become her to do. How do I know this is her to do, or what is the utility of being able to see this as a to do? You notice this has become this color for me. Now let's say she wanted to say I have, or wait a second, let me say I was to say something to her as a message. Have you done ABC? And let's say she says no. Sony says no. So then what I do is I go and I assign this to Sony. Now you notice I assign this to Sony. This is Sony's to do. It's orange. Sony has assigned this to me. It's orange for me. So everything that is this orange, it means it's myself to do. And if it's black, it means the other person has assigned to me. And if it is yellow, then it means okay, I have nothing to do with it. It is the other person who has assigned it to himself. I was only a participant in this conversation, so I am seeing all actionables, but the actionables that I am concerned with are only orange because they are myself to do's, and blacks because I have assigned them to someone else. Here, this is the demonstration of how actionables in a conversation can be seen just by scrolling up and down. Now let's say I ended up finishing this task, which I haven't, but let's say I was done with this, then I mark it as a to do, done. You see, she's also now seeing it as done. Now because it isn't done, see, but she knows it's not done yet, so she'll go here and she'll say unassigned. It has been unassigned to me, so that she could reassign it to me. Unassign, sorry, reassign it to me. And now this is reassigned to me because it wasn't done. Now scrolling up and down in a chat, all these color bubbles will show us which ones are to-dos. And the best part is that when let's say Sony, the one on this phone, she wants to go to her dashboard, here she'll see all her to-dos. This is the dashboard, and here she'll see all her to-dos. Here she'll see the to-dos that she has given to others. Now I go on my phone, Nishchal's phone, and now Nishchal, goes to his dashboard to see what are his to-dos. And these are all his to-dos across his various chats with all his team members. For example, let's say I open a chat here, and all these, I could see to-dos between I and J. Let's say I open a chat here, and I can see all the to-dos and the nature of those to-dos between I and Sugam. All of this I can see as a summary on the dashboard. This dashboard is showing me all of that. For me, for others, I can see completed tasks from chats. If I have to see my completed tasks from chats. So here we have put various filters to demonstrate what is the nature of those to-dos. So dashboard is a way of looking at just to-dos and not noise of conversations, whether their to-dos are done or not done. Now let's look into notes. Basically now I'll show you the typing bar. You can type anything over here. Let's say I type testing note, and I will need to, let's say, testing note with Sony soon, and then I say Sony come online. Did you notice that I'm on a note screen and I am typing a message and I'm saying something to Sony and I'm sending that message from notes. Now we'll go to her chat. You see, I wrote something while I was on the notes screen, but the message reached her. What I'm trying to say is that even if I was on the dashboard, basically I can be anywhere on Chattodo and I can send a message to anybody just by putting @. So I don't even have to open the chat window. I could just be here, or I could be here. I could be anywhere and I can start typing and sending my first message to my coworker. And then when I need to get into the loop of conversation, I can go to the chat screen and have a conversation in the chat screen. Now, let's say I was on this chat user list screen and I wanted to make a note about something. Now, let's say my note says testing note now, and I press the note icon on the typing bar, and because it's note, so it's assumed that it may be longer, so we just open the typing bar and you can type things on it. And when you mark it as, you see, I'll mark it as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0, so we can locate it on the note screen. at the bottom you see these icons, they'll show us which one is what screen do I want to get to. So I save my note. Okay, I can continue my chats, I can chat with people over here, but now I want to see my notes, let's say. So basically this typing bar is enough for a lot of things. You can make a note from here, you can send a message from here, so you can be actually, you just open the app and you straight away land on this typing bar, and you can literally do anything. You can even record a message from here. But let's first see notes. The note that I just made, 8 is here, and I can further make a note. I can basically start typing here. I can edit this note, and I'll show you something else about note screen. If I am typing a message here, ABC 1 2 3, and I make a note, and it opens me into the note screen, in the big note screen, and I can start typing here. Straight away opening of the big note screen. The reason for that is that because your intention was to straight away get to the note interface. If you were here somewhere and then you would have pressed this, then it would have opened this screen, because it sort of knows that you are making a note and then you're moving on to your chat. You didn't go to notes. If you had gone to notes and then typed something and then pressed the note icon, then it would have opened the note screen. I want to show you now something very exciting about, I've demonstrated dashboard to you, I've demonstrated chats to you, I've demonstrated notes to you. Here are the notes, and let me demonstrate profile to you. This is what the profile looks like. I have some requests I will accept because these are my fellow collaborators. Here, accepted. Now I'm connected. Now we'll go to my profile, and those are not there. This shows my connections, and let me show you something very exciting about collections. You see all of this? Hashtag, let's say hashtag yoga. I'll show you how it comes here. You see followers, you see public and private collection. Right now it's public. Let's keep it public. Let's demonstrate what is the utility of collection. ABC, let's say I'm writing a message to Sony, ABC, DEF, cook dinner, please. And I put a hashtag called food. Cook dinner, please, and share recipe. And I put a hashtag here, and I send this message to Sony. Now let's open her phone. And here's a message for her, and let's say she saw, and now she can just, without opening, reply to me in voice. Nishchal, I will make dinner by 10 p.m. and I will share the recipe with you on the same hashtag. See, I've received her voice message, and now let's see what happens because of this hashtag. Here's the hashtag message. Right? Now let's go back to collection. You see this collection called food? This collection has come here because I just put a hashtag. Now let me make it, right now it's private, so I'll show you. If Sony goes to her profile and she opens her collaborator Nishchal, she will only see his collections which are public. Let's say I make it public. You see, real time, the food collection has now come in. Now if she opens this, she'll see all the messages that I'm putting into this collection. The usefulness of this part of our app is that you can literally organize all content, including the notes. I'll demonstrate how this works on notes. Let's say I create a note, testing note with testing note with hashtag food. And or let's say I'll show you on another collection, doing yoga and testing hashtag yoga on notes. Now it's done. I didn't save it. Let's repeat. Testing hashtag yoga for notes. And I am on notes, and this was for copying note. The whole note is copied. If I press this, then the whole note is copied, and it can be just pasted on the message. Sometimes we just make notes as replies as notes, and eventually we can sometimes, there's a need for it. I'll explain it later. Note copied. Copy created in your personal notes. This would create a copy. This would delete it, and let's add something here. Okay, note saved. Here is the note, testing yoga for notes. We created a personal copy. This was a copy that was created. Let's now look at collections. Let's open the yoga collection, which means that hashtag has not been applied to notes. But I'll show you. If I add something, let's say I go to collection and I open. Now okay, so now I'll show you the social network of action aspects. Let's have her follow my collection called yoga, and let's say I went into a chat, and let her also follow a collection called food. So Sony is now following 2 of my collections, and I can see that on my personal collections. If I open, let's say, food, it'll show me that I have @Sonia following my collection. So the user, and if I go to yoga, which she's following Sonia is following my collection. If I go to yoga, it'll show me she's following this collection. Now let's say I was in some chat with Jai Singh, and I'm writing testing food testing, and I add something. Let's say Sony is out of the app right now. She's on a usual screen. Testing hashtag uh, food, food, and then I write 1 2 3 for recognition, and I send this message to Jay. Now this is collected into the collection called food. When Soni Kesarwani comes, see, when she opens this, see, she's seeing something on top. You know why she's seeing this on top? I send a message to Jay, how is Sony seeing this? Because this went into the collection which Sony is following. Every time I push any content into a particular collection, it will show up as a feed to all the followers of that collection. So they can scroll into their feed horizontally. I'll demonstrate it once again. Now let's go back. Let's say she's not on anyway. Now I add something like testing hashtag yoga 1 2 3 4. Now see, the same thing will happen. Okay, please don't mind this. The app crashed. We are still using free server. So I send this message to Jay, testing yoga 1 2 3 4. Now Sony opens my chat just to see what I have been up to. And let's see if she's following my collection yoga. She's following my collection yoga. Now let's say I go to my collection yoga. Oh, I have another. Oh, I have two. Oh, it did not record it because of it crashing. Anyway, we'll do it again. Testing hashtag yoga 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, it's crashing. So clearly there are bugs right now, but let's try it with this user. Testing hashtag yoga 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, the app is crashing.